I picked up 20 games from Nottingham's Retro Gaming Market, and in this video I'm going to go through these games and the prices that I paid for them individually. So firstly, I'd like to say that I haven't been very active on YouTube. I started to do a few videos at the end of last year, however work got extremely busy, so I haven't actually had time to upload any videos since I think the end of November. But from now on I'm going to try and post at least one video every week concerning some of the pickups or some of the deals which I'm finding online, or whether that's in person, as the retro gaming hunt continues. Firstly, I'll play some clips off the market, which is going to come up now. There were 20 games in total, and I don't remember the exact prices for all the games because they were purchased in bundles, but generally I do have an indication of what I did pay for them. General rule of thumb is I got around 10 to 20% off the sticker price that was on the games itself. One thing to note is that I was a little bit disappointed with the Nottingham's Gaming Market, and that is because I just saw vendors, I'm not saying everyone, but a lot of the vendors, they seem to overprice their games, as in, I don't know if this is normal because it's my first time ever going to a retro gaming market, but if prices are 10-15% above eBay, it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. I can understand why some of the vendors are charging more, but for instance, I saw Metal Gear Solid on the Game Boy. I actually have 2 copies of that complete, and I think one of the vendors was asking £250 or £275 of something ridiculous. And I've seen on eBay that you can actually get that game fully complete. If you do some hunting on eBay, you can get that game for around £200. The heavy hitters closer to the end. So the first game is the only PSP game that I actually got, and that was Breath of Fire 3. And it is complete. I picked up, I know I keep saying to myself I'm not going to collect NES games anymore, and I'm going to probably sell them going forward, but given the condition of this and given the price, and it's a game that I haven't actually seen, I'm not a very keen NES collector, but I purchased it anyway, and I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, and it's The Adventures of Bayou Billy. And this is boxed and complete, and it seems to be a variety of different types of, there's a drawing, I don't know if you can see the picture on the back, but I don't know anything about this game, so let me know if it's any good. I picked up 2 Sega Saturn games, and those games were, once again, not too sure how to pronounce it, Amok, A-M-O-K, Amok, and that is complete as well, comes with the manual. You know, these Sega Saturn boxes, terrible, they just break so easily. The sticker price of this is £30, and I don't think I paid £30, I think I got it for around £25 in the end. So this is what it looks like at the back. And the second game, I see this all the time, and I notice it's not actually in my collection from what I recall. and that is Robo Pit. And the sticker price for this was £35. Once again, I think I got it for around £30 in the end. 3 Dreamcast games. I'm always trying to expand my Dreamcast collection. I love the Dreamcast. I think it's one of the underrated consoles out there. I'll leave the expensive one to the end. So the first game I got was Slave Zero. And from what I remember, this didn't have the... Oh, it does have the manual. It's just a very extremely thin manual, so it doesn't seem like it's in there. So yep, that's complete. I actually thought it wasn't complete. Second game, Wild Metal by Rockstar. And finally, this game was actually... So sorry, Slave Zero was £12, Wild Metal was £18, and the final game was £60, and that is Gauntlet Legends. And this isn't... There's a small crack on the back, but I can always change the discs, and the top has come off straight away. And the manual is there, and the manual is in really, really nice condition. So once again, I think I got around 20% off the sticker prices, which I just mentioned. Moving on to, we'll go on to Game Boy, or one Game Boy Color, and 3 Game Boy Advance games. The first one, and it has a tear on the front cover, which I'm not that bothered about, to be honest. It has a few, it's not in the best condition, but the box itself is fairly sturdy. And the first one is Pokemon Pinball. Given the, I don't know if you can see the damage on the front where it's been torn, the front cover's been torn slightly. Well, it's just, I think there's been a sticker and someone's pulled it off. Hence reflected in the price of the game, which is £29. Shaman King, is that how you say it? Master of Spirits. It's a Konami game. It looked pretty cool on the back. Once again, don't know too much about this game, so let me know if you have any indication whether it's good. It seems a bit like Strider, to be honest. And that, I can't remember the price is on there. It was £40. Next game, which was £20 on the Game Boy Advance, Broken Sword. I used to love Broken Sword games in the past on the PS1, so I thought I'd see how it is on the Advance. Once again, all of these games are complete, and this is one of the heavy hitters, and I had to purchase a few other small things to get the price a bit lower, and I think I got it for... So the price they were asking for this, Fire Emblem, was £120. And by the end, bundling things up, I think I got it for around £100. So it's strange, one of the only ones that doesn't actually have a box protector, given that it's the most expensive one. So those were the Game Boy Advance games. Now moving on to Super Nintendo. So in terms of Super Nintendo, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games. We'll start off with games which nothing to boast about. It's just games that I don't have in my collection, and I'm looking to expand my Super Nintendo collection. First game is Hockey. Hockey 93. Box done complete, and the price, sticker price on that is £15. This is a game, when I checked my app, I was surprised I didn't have it, because I was convinced I did have it. The box is not in the best condition, but I'm not that bothered, to be honest, and that is Street Fighter 2, the first one. Can you see the box is not in the best condition? And this game was £30. Another sports game, £20. World League Basketball. Box is okay. I'd say give it about 5 to 6 out of 10. Then we have Clay Fighter. So the sticker says Repo Tray. I'm not bothered about the trays if they're reproduction. Everything else is complete and original. And that was £35. I was surprised I didn't have this as well. At least I know which shop I got it from. It was from Game Complete, Saw Thumb Retro Games. I bought a few games from them, hence got a cheaper price than £35 itself. Now coming on to the slightly more unusual games. First one is Beauty and the Beast. And I was surprised when I saw this price, and I had to check it up, and it does seem to be a relatively pricier game, given that it's Beauty and the Beast, but I assume it's probably just a difficult game to find, or it's a very good game, which I doubt. And the sticker price for this was £80. £80 for that. And the box for Beauty and the Beast is in actually pretty good condition. I checked inside, everything's complete, and the manual's in nice condition as well. This box is not in the best condition, and that is Alfred Chicken. Alfred Chicken. I don't know if you can see, the box is quite a bit, it's got quite a few creases on it. That was, probably said that was £50. Now some of the pricier games, firstly I've seen this game multiple times online. I've always thought about purchasing it, and that is Aero the Acrobat. Aero the Acrobat. And the condition of this is actually really good. It's really nice condition. It's probably not reflected because the cover, the protective cover, has quite a few scratches on it, but when you open it up it's actually in really nice condition. And that was £75, sorry. And the most expensive game which I got, and I think I got this from the Vintage Gamer, there's a handful of games which were from the Vintage Gamer as well, probably Aero I'm not too sure if it was Aero, but there was a few games from the Vintage Gamer. But the last two are definitely from the Vintage Gamer. And the first one is Shadowrun. Box in reasonable condition, I'd say probably 5 to 6 out of 10 maximum. And this game was pricey. It was £150, but I know that we negotiated it down to, I think it was 125, which is not that bad. And for individuals on Retro Ghetto's Discord, you've probably seen that I've already posted this, and from the stories that I've been told, that is probably it was a gang member's copy before, and they traded it in or sold it to the Vintage Gamer, and now it's ended up with me. And that's the special version of Mario Kart Double Dash with the sleeve or slip. I know that's another debate happening right now, and that's an exceptional condition. I couldn't be any happier with this condition. I've been looking for this for quite a long time, so I was very pleased that it actually did end up in the collection, my collection in the end, for my GameCube, because I'm not looking to collect every single GameCube game, but this is just looks so good. And this was priced at $150, just like Shadowrun, and we got it down. I think we got it down to £125 for this game. So that was it. That's all the games I picked up from Nottingham's Retro Gaming Market. There is another Retro Gaming Market happening in Birmingham, and I'm thinking about setting up a small table, 1 or 2 tables there, because I have a huge excess of doubles, games that I don't want, games which I purchased in the past thinking I would sell them, but I just simply want to get rid of them now, because I'm trying to sort out my games room. I've been saying this for months. It's slowly making some progress, but I really do need to clear some stuff out. So I will look into getting a table or 2 at Birmingham's Retro Gaming Market, and if I charge anything close to what some of the vendors were charging, I'd be very surprised. So if I do set up a store, prices I'd be asking for is around 20% below eBay prices, depending on the condition of the games, of course. So if a game is in amazing condition, then I probably would charge the full eBay rate, which is actually not the full eBay rate, because a mint copy of a game on eBay actually goes more than the typical eBay rate. So yeah, that's something which I'm looking into. Not 100% sure whether I'll go ahead with it, because it seems like a lot of work sorting out through the games, getting them. I'm not sure if I'll be ready in time, to be honest. That's completely the truth. But I do really want to focus on getting my games room in order, in some form of order. When I started YouTube at the end of last year, everything was a mess. Now I've got some shelves, I've got some organisation, but there is a long way to go in terms of sorting this room out. I use this room for work, and there's actually a bed in here as well, so it's used as a spare bedroom. It's in the loft, and the cats love coming up here. They love being high up. So I just want to get things sorted, want everything to get cleared going forward so that I can just get this room ready so that it does look like a games room going forward. In total, I spent, it was just under £500 for all of these 20 games. So if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a like, leave any comments on games which I've mispronounced or games which are actually not very good or very good, and hopefully subscribe, and I'll see you soon.